He is an independent coach, and I call him a superhero. He's actually built like one. His story started 30 years ago on one of the most impoverished islands in the Caribbean, Haiti. He struggled intensely, had no father figure in his life. At 16, his language became one of his major growth factors. As a result of that, with the environment of drugs, alcohol, and smoking, and a whole bunch of other, he found the intuitive wisdom within himself and the determination to rise above all that. And as a result of that, he's here today because he is going to give all of us the ability to increase our own self-determination to be successful. So I'd like to actually introduce Polo. Welcome to Brain Matters.
Thank you, Dr. Robert, for having me on the show. I love the idea of Brain Matters.
Well, like I said, everything related to the brain. Without the brain, there's really nothing.
Yes.
And there's no determination. There's no self-motivation. There's no inspiration in life. And it's God's will on this planet to have those behaviors, those values, to make ourselves great.
Yes.
Tell us about how you got started.
Oh, as you mentioned already, I mean, I got started because I had a desire to want to be different, to make a difference, not only be different for myself, but I wanted to be a difference maker or a game changer, or if you will, an agent of change.
Right.
Growing up in the street of Fort Lauderdale, you can imagine coming up into the state not speaking any English at all,
Right.
and barely able to understand. And not only that, and to find myself being on my own, and basically I would say the homeless, because if a man without a place to live. But mentally, it takes a lot of determination for
Right.
you to not say, you know what, I'm in an environment where everyone is going, with the flow.
Right.
Going with the flow, with the wind, wherever the wind will go, and everybody will follow. And it was easy. It was easy for you to say, you know what, it's easy for me to get that easy money. I could go ahead and join my friends. They selling drugs, they making quick money. I'm sitting here, I got my first job as a dishwasher for $4.25.
What was going through your mind when you lived, for instance, in Haiti growing up, with all the environment, the exposure, the negative environment in general? How did you find the strength and determination to carry yourself on?
I must say, my mother and my grandmother.
Right.
My father came to the state when I was 3 years old.
Right.
And knowing that in the environment, growing up with nothing, but women and people that had influence over my life, I would say. I mean, there were women, there were guys.
Right.
But the people that had influence over my life was my grandmother and my mother. For that, for what happened to me is looking how these women's, growing up in the village, you basically live off a farm.
Right.
You have to create your own food, grow your own meat. It's not like going to the store, say I want to eat chicken today. I could go ahead and grab my, buy a pack of chicken. So, seeing these women determination to provide.
Right.
To provide for the family. And one tradition that stuck with me growing up, I think that helped me when I come to the state, knowing that I could make it, is the fact that we had this family tradition. The bond was so strong is that the best way to explain it, whenever my mother or my grandmother or a member of my family would cook in the neighborhood, we'd bring the whole entire family. We'd bring the whole entire kids in the neighborhood.
Right.
So I think that helped me as an individual when I came to the state, struggling, knowing that if my mother could do it, my grandmother could do it. If I could be, brought up among these women, and I see how determined they were to provide for the family, I said, I could make it.